Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're going to get lunch right now, but just wanted to make a quick video and talk to you guys about some secrets of the military. About 2 years, I was infantry. If you can probably see my steering wheel cover. So everybody looks at the military and thinks that they're really, really organized. And for the most part, that's true. However, there are some times that there's literally nobody that knows what's going on at all. Nobody. There have been times that we've been sitting, waiting to get, that we had been sitting, waiting to be released to go home and, you know, play our Xboxes or whatever, what have you. And we'd be sitting there till 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, and no one knew why. So, depending on what you're talking about, the military is pretty organized, but not all the time. There's going to be times that no one knows what's going on. Another thing, first lieutenants. No, not first lieutenants. Second lieutenants. My bad. Correction. Second lieutenants. Most of them, they're pretty cool, laid back. But then you have those few odd ones that, because they went to college and they got, you know, their degree, and so they've got the rank, they're rude and power hungry. They don't care what anybody has to say. They're gonna make you do all kinds of stuff. For anybody who wants to go in the military, do it. It's a great experience. You'll definitely learn a lot. It was fun. It's not for everybody. Not everybody's gonna stay in there for 20 years. And you'll see, like, there will be people that they hate it, but they had to do it, or they thought they wanted to do it for life. Not everybody does, and that's okay. Anybody that's planning on serving, or if you're watching this video and you are serving, thank you for your service. Thank you for at least considering serving. Infantrymen. I was 11 Charlie, which is the indirect fire infantry. It's mortarman, basically, and that was actually a lot of fun. Like a lot of fun. You basically get to watch things blow up and know that you're the cause of it. So that's always fun. There's 3 different types of mortar. That you've got your 60, your 81, and your 120. Now, 120 is obviously the biggest. It's a 120 millimeter round, and when you fire a 120, you're definitely gonna feel it. And sometimes the earplugs that the military gives you are not enough at all to cover it. So, sorry for the shaky video, guys. I don't have the most stable support right now. Like I said, this is an early. I'm working on getting the stuff I need to record, like tripods, a better camera. Right now, I'm actually using my phone. But anyway, the 120, I think it's got a range of about 7,200 meters, which is about 2 or 3 miles, I think. Anybody that's better with meters, just if I'm wrong, just comment down below, and I will greatly appreciate it. But the rounds are about 60 to 70 pounds, so that's not fun. It's not fun to carry them. It's fun to fire them, not fun to carry them, which is typically why a 120 is on a truck and trailer, and doesn't move whenever you lay it in. The 60 millimeter mortar, however, the rounds weigh about as much as a Nerf football, a couple pounds, like a little bit more than a Nerf football, but that's about what you're looking at is a Nerf football. You carry about 8 of those per person. Now they do get heavy the more you have, so don't think that because you're imagining a Nerf football that it's the weight of a Nerf football. Each round is probably about 2 to 3 pounds because they're so small, but that adds up. It does, especially when you're carrying water and the rounds and you're, carrying whatever piece of the mortar system you're carrying plus your weapon. There's 3 distinct pieces. You have the tube, which you actually fire from, the bipod, which is the legs that help support the tube, and then you have the base plate, which it's the base plate. It sits on the ground. It's what you put the tube in, and without the base plate, you really can't fire it. Now, the cool thing about a 60 is you can fire it in either drop fire, which is where you drop it in the tube and the round fires, or you can trigger fire it, which you drop the tube in, it doesn't go off, and you can squeeze the trigger and it'll fire. You can only trigger fire up to charge 1, because anything higher and you'll break your hand because of the pressure. But it is a really fun thing to do when you go out on a fire mission and you know that you're responsible for carrying all these rounds, and then once you get to where you're going, you set up and you fire the rounds and you get to watch stuff explode. It's really fun. And actually, on a mortar round, it's about, depending on the round, 60 millimeter, 81, or 120. They're typically about this long. And you have the body, and then you have a tail that comes out with fins, and on that tail, it's about this big around, up to about this big around, and on that fin comes these little cheese charges. We call them cheese charges. I can't remember the technical name for them, but basically they're little half circles, and each of these half circles is filled with nitroglycerin. Anybody that knows what nitroglycerin is knows that it's very flammable. Each one comes with 4, and depending on the charge, whenever you get your fire mission, like charge 1 to 4 or 0, is how many charges you use. Each one obviously makes the round go further because it more pressure behind it firing. I just turned on my windshield wipers. But at the end of a fire mission, typically we have all these leftover cheese charges, and there's these little half circles filled with nitroglycerin. And when you get a bunch of infantrymen in an area that really like fire and explosions, things happen. So we actually, I can't tell you where we went, but we were on a training mission, and I was a mortarman, and I was in the mortar section. You can see people in the background. I've actually arrived at where I'm getting lunch. I'm just waiting a few more minutes. But anyway, so at the end of the fire mission, we had a bunch of these cheese charges left over, and we were like, what are we going to do with them? So we actually ended up digging like a little kind of ditch or ravine or hole kind of in the middle of this empty field. We put them all in the middle, broke a few open, made a trail of nitroglycerin, lit it on fire. And I've actually got the video of that. I will upload that so you can see that whenever I get home. But it was really cool. It was awesome to watch. the flame shot probably every bit of 40 or 50 feet in the air. It was really, really awesome. But anyway, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little nervous. I'm new to YouTube, but that's pretty much the military for you. Everyone in the military likes explosions. It doesn't matter if you're MOS's infantry or not. You love explosions. And then some of the neat stuff that we were able to do and use. If you want to see more of this content, let me know down in the comments below. That's going to effectively end this video for now. Please like, comment, subscribe. Any questions, comment, I'll answer. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.